everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Kendall, and here we talk about all things makeup and all things makeup related. And today we are going to be doing a full face of Selena Gomez's new brand, Rare Beauty. I've been testing out and using this stuff for the past 2 weeks or so. So I already have my thoughts and opinions and review on this. I just thought it'd be fun if I sat down and got ready. And I truly am getting ready because it is 6:30 in the morning, hence my coffee. So if you're interested to see me use these products and what I think about these products, do I recommend them, do I not recommend them, please stick around. Okay, so before I even get into any of this, I just want to start off by saying I love Selena Gomez. I am such a Selena Gomez fan. I think she's great. I think she's wonderful. We're the same age, so I think we could be friends. I just really like her and I respect her. So Selena Gomez is a big advocate for mental health and mental health awareness and access. So before I even get into any of the products, I wanted to read a little excerpt from the website. The goal of the Rare Impact Fund is to raise $100 million over the next 10 years to address the gaps in mental health services for underserved communities. From the first Rare Beauty product sold onward, 1% of all sales, as well as funds raised from our partners, will be dedicated to the Rare Impact Fund that aims to increase access to mental health resources. I think that's so cool. I think access to mental health is so important. Not everyone has it. I've struggled with my mental health since I was in my early 20s. Luckily, I come from a family that acknowledges that mental illness is a real thing and that it's not just moodiness or something that's made up. And I'm very fortunate enough that my family encouraged me to talk to a doctor, and now I'm on medicine for my issues and I've never felt better. So a lot of people don't have that, and so I think that that is super important that she is raising money to ensure that people that maybe don't have access to doctors or healthcare or therapists get that sort of access. All right, so the first thing I'm going in with is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimus Illuminating Primer. This is $26. And we're just going to put that all over my face to get it nice and primed. Now, this is a really great dupe for my Becca Backlit primer, and if you've been watching my channel, you know I rave about that primer. I always have a backup because I love it so much. This, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I might like this better. I like the way it feels on my skin, and it just gives you just like this nice pearlescent glow. Like, do you see how much that changed my skin? You could wear this on its own if you just want that like nice dewy look. Like, look at that. My face looks so like shiny. I know on camera I think it's picking up way shinier than it actually is. In person it just looks like a nice natural like, ooh, she glowing. You know what I mean? I'm probably not making any sense. It's way too early. I should be asleep right now. It's the weekend. I was trying to film this yesterday, and every time I sat down to film, it was something was going wrong. I sat down and like my neighbor's kids were playing basketball, and I knew the sound would pick up. And I'm not gonna go outside and be like,
"Excuse me, can you please stop playing basketball? I'm trying to film my makeup video." Like,
I'm just not that girl. And I also don't know why I just suddenly became super British. Okay, so now that that's on my skin, I am going in with the Liquid Touch Foundation, and it is $29, and I am in the shade 130N. I'm always nervous when I like order foundations and concealers and stuff online because I never know with shade matching, and I still have not been in like a Sephora or anything, just because I'm trying to be as careful as possible. And I'm just taking a beauty sponge and I'm just going to dab that in. Did I even finish saying why it mattered that I'm not going into a Sephora or an Ulta? It's because I can't go in and like color match myself and swatch things. Okay, and then once I get that like mostly buffed in, I'm going to go back in with just a brush and blend everything in. Shade might be a tad bit too light for me, but once I go in with bronzer, you won't really be able to tell. So this collection didn't come out with any sort of bronzer or contour, so real quick, I'm just gonna pop off camera and do that myself. I am going to be using the Cheeks Out Fenty Cream Bronzer in the shade Butter Biscuit, and then I'm gonna go back over it with my Alamar Cosmetics bronzer in this shade right here. I'm an idiot. I totally forgot to put concealer on. I should have done that before I started bronzing. But anyway, this is the concealer right here. It is $19 and I got the shade 110N. Okay, so if you noticed, I did not bother setting my face after I put the foundation on because personally, for me, I don't need it. I didn't notice any sort of creasing whatsoever, but the concealer for me definitely creases. I've worn it both ways. When I first tried this out a few weeks ago, I did not set the concealer and it creased right here and on my eyelids. But when I did set it, I didn't have that problem at all. So again, that's me personally. I recommend setting the concealer. It's just a nice natural finish. I freaking love it. I'm so excited about this. I was kind of nervous when I heard that she was coming out with a makeup brand. I was excited and nervous because one, like I said, I love Selena Gomez, huge fan. But I was nervous because, you know, a lot of celebrities come out with makeup brands and they tank. They're gimmicky, they're not great, and it's just a cash grab. But this, I just feel like it's good. Like it's good quality makeup, and I don't know, I'm just so excited and I'm so happy for her. Okay, so I'm just taking some powder and I'm going to set, oh honey, I need more than that. I'm putting it all over my eyelid too because it did crease up there last time. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with blush. So there's two different blush finishes in this collection. There is a shade range for dewy finishes and a shade range for matte. I went with the dewy finish blush and both go for $20, and I got the shade Joy, and it is described as a dewy muted peach. Now the teeniest bit goes the longest way. I will be so impressed if anybody can go through this bottle. I just don't think it's possible. I put like one little dot on my cheek and my whole, like the whole side of my face, it blended out too. It's insane. So I'm just going to, you know what, I'm gonna try putting this on my hand. I haven't tried this method yet, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to go back in with my sponge and just pick up a tiny amount. That's probably still too much. I'm gonna just kind of tap off some of that excess. See, this side, this is the leftover from what I did over here. This is like the perfect amount that I think you need. You hardly need any. It is so pigmented. And if it's ever too much, you can go back in with the powder and clean that up. Now I want to go in with the liquid highlight. This is how much you get. You get so much product with these. So this is the Light Liquid Luminizing Highlight. It retails for $22, and I got the shade Enlightened, and it's described as a champagne color. I'm actually gonna go in with a different little sponge right here. And I'm just going to tap. Okay, just kidding. I'm going back in with my wet sponge. Like, look at that. You kidding me? This might be a little much to go into a vet's office, because that's where I'm going this morning. I'm taking my dog to the vet. He's fine. He's just got like some issue going on with his nail on his paw. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, so next up, I think I want to do brows. The brow pencil does not come with a spoolie, so just real quick, I'm going to brush these babies out. This is the only thing out of the collection that I have not tried before. This was the last thing that I ordered because I was very hesitant on getting it because I don't do too much to my brows. My brows are already very thick and full. I always just use my ColourPop spoolie and then I go in with like this little tiny pencil brush just to fix any like bald spots like right here. I have less hair than I do over here. And from what I have seen online, this brow pencil is very intense. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. So this is the Brow Harmony Pencil and Gel. This is what it looks like. It's double-ended and it retails for $22. And I got the shade Cool Brown, which I don't know if that's the right shade for me. I have no idea how to color match my brows. I don't know anything about brows. I just usually leave mine as is. Okay, so let's go in with the pencil first. This is what it looks like. It's almost like a triangle shape right here, if you can see. And this is the color. So let's see if we can figure this out together. I'm just like not good. Are you supposed to like make hair like brush strokes? This just looks like a glob of color when I do it. It's nothing against the product at all. This is a me problem. Okay, well let's just keep going with the gel. This is what that little spoolie looks like. I like it because it's super tiny, so you can really like see what you're doing here. And we're gonna brush up. What is that? I don't know, you guys. We're just gonna keep going. So the collection did not come out with an eyeshadow palette. I did see a photo where she kind of like sneak peeked that she was working on one. So I'm so excited for that because I love eyeshadow. But for today, I'm keeping it simple. But I am gonna go in with this shade right here on this little fluffy brush and just dip in and just put that right in my crease just to give my eyeballs some sort of definition. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the, that's not it. Now I'm going to go in with the Perfect Strokes eyeliner. This is what it looks like right here. And this retails for $19. It just comes in one shade, which is black. This is what the brush tip looks like right here. And we'll do a little swatchity swatch. Boop. Hold on, let me go over it. That was a garbage swatch. Okay, there. I've seen some people say this was kind of difficult to work with. I've only used this one time and I really liked it. And I actually got like a good wing, which never happens. I can't do wings. And I probably won't be able to do one today because I'm filming it, so it's gonna look like hot garbage fire trash. So we'll see. So I'm gonna shake it up. Oh man, one thing I forgot to mention with the foundation, you're supposed to shake it. I suck. So I need complete silence when I do this. Everybody stop talking. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I hate when I go back and edit this, when I do, like whenever I do eyeliner on camera and I go back and edit, all you can hear is me going, or like wheezing. It's so uncomfortable. Frick. Okay, so there's that. They don't match, but hold on. I'm gonna take this little teeny tiny brush right here. You see it? I'm gonna put some concealer on the back of my hand. Say a prayer. Let's see if we can't clean this up a bit. I just don't know how people do it. I don't know how people do a good wing. Sometimes I'll sit here, like when I get off work, I'll just like, when I get home from work, I'll just come in here and I'll just practice doing a wing over and over and over again until my face is just completely raw from wiping it off and doing it over and over again. I just don't know. I don't know if it's my journey. I don't know if it's in the cards for me. Okay, just for funsies, I'm going to go back into this little Alamar Cosmetics palette and just pick some of this shade up on my brush and just kind of drag it along the lower lash line. Okay, real quick, I'm going to pop on some mascara. I'm just going to be using the Urban Decay Lash Freak. I've been really loving this lately. Okay, mascara is on. Next, I'm going in with the liquid lips that she came out with. This is the Lip Souffle Matte Lip Cream Lipstick, and I'm going to be using the shade Inspire. Just letting you know right now, these are incredible. I ended up picking up like 9 shades. I wore this color to dinner last weekend, and this did not move, did not budge, did not do anything through 2 bean tacos, chips and guac, and a margarita. Didn't move, didn't budge. What? And it's not drying. It's not like your typical liquid lip. It's not drying at all. It feels like almost silky is how I would describe it. I love this color. I think it's so pretty. Like I said, I do have like 9 other shades, and I plan on doing a lip swatch video with all of them, so stay tuned for that. So the only things in the collection that I did not get were the brushes, the sponge, and the lip balms, just because I'm not a lip balm gal. I would rather have like a colored matte lipstick rather than a balm. That's just my personal preference, so I didn't pick that up. And then also the little compact that came with like the blotting sheets, I did not get that. But the last thing is, the Always an Optimus 4-in-1 Prime and Set Mist. It smells super fresh. Everyone's been saying it smells like a spa, but I wouldn't know what that smells like because I've never been to a spa. I don't think I'd want to go to a spa. I'm not really big on people like touching me, you know what I mean? Do people touch you at a spa? I guess they do. Because they like massage you. Not into that. That feels really nice. Okay, so let me take my hair down and I will zoom you into my face and we'll talk about it. Be right back. Okay, so what do I think about the Rare Beauty collection? There are some things in here that I absolutely love. The Lip Souffle, for one, is everything. I absolutely love it. I love the formula. I love this color. I'm obsessed. If there's one thing that you pick up in the collection, definitely check out the Lip Souffles. I think they're 10 out of 10 amazing. Now, let's talk about the collection as a whole. Personally, for me, I really love it. This is what I've been reaching for the past 2 or so weeks that I've had the collection in my possession. I love the finish. It is so dewy. It is so natural. It is a very your skin, but better. It's your skin, but glowy, dewy. If you do not like glow or dewy like finishes, you're not gonna like this collection. If you are a matte, full coverage kind of girl or guy, you are not going to love this. That's what my personal opinion thinking is. But it's so on brand for Selena Gomez. When I think of Selena Gomez, I think of like natural beauty. And I think she put that into her collection. This looks like my skin, but dewier, glowier, like sun-kissed. The blushes, same thing. Just like a touch of color if you use the correct amount and blend it out. If not, it's gonna be bad. It's like a touch of like someone just like kissed your cheeks with a little bit of color. The highlighter, beautiful. Love it. I didn't have any problems with the eyeliner. I actually found the eyeliner pencil to be easier than others. And I'm really bad at eyeliner, and I know these aren't even, they're just not the same, but we're not gonna talk about it. But I liked this. I know some people said they had a hard time like controlling it, but I actually preferred like the thickness of it, and like the handle specifically was really like, it was easy for me to grip and control. Everything else, the blush I love, the highlighter I love. And I'm still learning how to use cream products, but this is, I really like how it turned out. The brow pencil, I don't think my brows look bad. I mean, I have like out of control brows anyway, but I like it. I like how it looks. Am I missing something? The primer I love because it's reminding me of my Becca primer, so I love that. The setting spray, I don't think it's a necessity. It smells really nice, and it did feel really nice on my face, but I guess it just kind of depends on if that's something that you're into. I don't think you need it to like complete the collection. So 2 weeks ago, I actually wore this exact same face at work, and I filmed an update on my skin, what everything looked like at during my lunch break. So I'm going to go ahead and insert that right here so you can see how it wore. Okay, so it is now just after 2 o'clock p.m. I have had my makeup on for 7 hours, give or take, and I am so impressed with this. I have not touched up at all. You can see my lips are fading, but I have not touched up my lips once today. This is after 7 hours. This is after eating and drinking and wearing a mask. So I am so thoroughly impressed. And then I'll bring you closer. You can see the concealer does keep creasing, and I did see some people mention this. But again, I didn't set my face with any sort of powder or anything. I just put on my setting spray and walked out the door. And I typically do set my face with powder, but I didn't, just to kind of test it out. But yeah, it just keeps creasing right in there. But everything else, I'm super impressed so far. So that is what I think of the Rare Beauty collection. Like, I just think it's so naturally beautiful. Like I said, if you are a full glam, full coverage, matte, full beat kind of gal or guy, you're probably not going to be the biggest fan of this collection, just because it is just natural in the best way. It's just like a your skin but better kind of glow. Does that make sense? It's still early. I think it's just now 7:30 a.m. Ugh. I love this collection. I know I said earlier how much I love Selena Gomez. That has nothing to do with my opinion on the brand. I would not lie to you guys. I have nothing to gain or lose by reviewing products. My favorite thing is when someone messages me or they comment below and they're like, okay, I'm gonna buy this, or I bought this because of you. And I think that's the coolest thing, and I get such a cool feeling. So I would never misguide anyone and say something's great when it's not, because I would hate to lie about a product and someone say they're gonna buy it and I'd be like, ooh. All right, so that is it. That is all I have for you today. If you have any questions about the collection, or if there's something that I missed, leave a comment down below and I will do my best to give you an accurate, good answer. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.